Hi everyone, Emma here. I have the second part to my AliExpress unboxing. There's actually not a whole lot here, but let's go ahead and take a look at the things I did get. So you did see some of the really fun, big, chunky chain and stuff like that. So this is all stuff from the Cabochons store. Let's take a look what I ordered from them. So I was trying to get some create a stash of metallic beads and spacers and stuff so I can do some really cool punk style necklaces and bracelets and stuff. And if you're not familiar with that, I need to do a little more research on the history of punk jewelry, but I believe where it comes from is from the punk music scene, and it's this idea of having big chunky chains, like they used to wear dog chains for necklaces and chokers, and then it's just evolved from there. That's been since probably the 70s, I guess, is when the punk scene started with the Clash and stuff like that. So now it's been elevated to this like incredible scene. One of the people that I think of when I think of punk jewelry and punk chain is Billie Eilish wears a lot of that. But if you just, do a search on Pinterest, punk jewelry, you'll see there's like gorgeous, elegant, thick, chunky bracelets with beautiful charms and pendants and stuff like that. So, okay, so let's get started here. I guess we'll start with these. These were 100 pieces. They're 6mm for $1.26. So that's actually not too bad. Let's open it up. I have them stapled. Not that I really needed to, but I got going on trying to organize things. So there are. So these are those kind of cage style filigree. So they're pretty. They're really nice. I'm really impressed. Let's take a look if we can see the hole. So the hole is quite small. Let me grab one of my needles here that I use for beading. So you can easily get your needle through. So I should try it with a piece of wire. And I have my wire right here, my bead-along wire. So this is just a 7-strand, and it easily goes. So this is the thing with these cage ones, you have to direct it to the second hole because it'll go through one of the little. Let's try this. I did a little bit different. It's hard with my thumb the way it is. So these are, if you struggle with stringing, this may not be the bead for you, because I'm having a hard time finding the hole on the second side. There we go. And if this was gold wire, this would look amazing. So yeah, put that aside. So this is, there's different colors of these. So let's put these away. So I got the silver. I think I might put them in the dish. It might be easier for me to handle and for you to see. Ooh, these are pretty. I'm just like a kid. They're so gorgeous. I want to see what they, away from the white. I might enlarge this a little more so you can really see. They are gorgeous. Wow. And then these are like a antique gold, I guess. what do they call them? Wow, these are really nice. So you can really see what the design is on these ones here. So it's interesting. The design is not as intricate as I thought it was. Why is this not light? There we go. But on these ones, they're very sparkly, so they look really detailed. But they're still beautiful. But wow, this is really nice. I like these. And you know, these are all formed into these shapes. So the shapes are pretty consistent. So I'm impressed. You know, sometimes you get them and they're kind of pressed or they're not fully formed. So this is really nice. So that's those guys. And then I got the larger size. And yeah, it's from the same, I was going to say they might be from a different seller, but this is all the same seller. So I'm not sure why I didn't match it with the antique, but these are pretty, really nice. So these are the 8mm, and there was 50 of the 8mm for $1.26. So I think everything on this site was $1.26. It just changed the amount of beads that you get. So super. Let's take a look at the gold ones. Wow, these are pretty. Really nice. I'm squeezing hard. They're nice and firm. That's the other thing. Some of these cage style beads are just, they're not formed well and they collapse when you put any pressure on them. So there's the hole there. So it's a small hole, but I mean, it's about the size of a regular bead. So you have to pay attention if you're doing maybe some thicker gauge wire wrapping. You might have to pay attention to your gauge. And then I got the 4mm, and again, like I said, they were $1.26, everything on the site. So this was 200 pieces. So that's awesome. And they're beautiful. Really nice. I cannot believe they're really pretty. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to use these. Oh, so these are like tiny enough that you could do, so 4mm. You could do some really nice bead weaving with this. You'd have to use a thread that's not going to show, because of course there's holes everywhere so you can see everything. But if you used a gold or a yellow thread, you wouldn't see it. Oh, these are nice. Make some beautiful earrings with them. Just quickly show you the silver and the antique. Oh yeah, they're gorgeous. Oh, wow. They're so teeny tiny. After all the big chunky stuff I've been doing, it's wild seeing these little guys. Oh, these are really pretty. That is so lovely. Wow, how the heck do they make these? They're so tiny. Then I got some spacers. So these were $1.78 for 50 pieces. Let's get the gold ones out. Oh, these are nice. See, I get these and they come in a big envelope, and I open the envelope and I put it in a bin until I have enough to show you guys. So this one has some patina, some heavier patina on it, you can kind of see. But I kind of like the ones with the less patina. Those don't look like they have any. So so there's the odd one. I mean, this is still nice. But, oh, look at these. These are so gorgeous. Wow. They are lovely. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put those aside. We're going to use these. I'm getting ready to do some punk jewelry stuff to show you guys how easy it is and how quickly you can get something that looks, I mean, the real stuff that's real gold, you know, you're talking thousands of dollars. So if you can make one that's costume jewelry, oh, so beautiful. So I'm going to set that aside. And the other thing is I might order some more of these, because these are stunning and they're nice and they're heavy. So this is the silver one, and they are pretty too. Look at that. So you can imagine like a nice Swarovski crystal here and then another one on the other side. Just gorgeous. Wow. So somebody did ask about if I was worried about tarnishing and stuff. I can't tell you about this stuff yet because I haven't used it and put it on a bracelet. But what I might do is make something up and then I will wear it to bed. So it gets a lot of, because I move around a lot in bed, so it'll get a lot of movement on my hand. And I have very acidic sweat. My dad used to had the same thing, and he couldn't wear a watch. Every time he wore a watch, the acid would burn the back of the watch off. So, so yeah, and I have done that, and it has shown me on different beads and stuff what wears and stuff like that. So I'll test it out like that and let you guys know. But so far, I haven't had stuff tarnish on me, and I've got some stuff that's 10 years old. So, yeah, I don't. And you know, the way I look at it, if stuff wears off, like if it wears off in the first day or the first week, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not buying that stuff anymore. But if it's like a year or so, not a big deal. Like some of this stuff is so inexpensive that the way I look at it, it's more of let's get some stuff to have fun that's super cheap. Have fun, make stuff, and wear it for a while. If it starts to deteriorate, well, you know, I only paid, you know, maybe a bracelet in maximum $5 for all the components, so I'm not too worried about it. That's the price of a Starbucks coffee. So these are gorgeous. Again, wow. I may end up reordering these guys. Yeah, I mean, these ones were $1.78 Canadian for 50 pieces. So it's a little more expensive, but you know what? You're not going to use a whole lot of these at once. So it will last a long time. So yeah, I might reorder these. Let's put those aside. And the last thing I got from that store is 40 pieces 8mm of Cabochons, and these were $1.90. And this is what they are. So they're like a resin with gold flakes in it. And I had some ideas to make some, use these on bead weaving designs. So I would glue these on some fabric and then bead weave around them. So I don't know, these are kind of neat. They might be neat for doing a bracelet, but do like a small cabochon and then attach it to a bead woven bracelet. I'd probably pick one that had a lot, like this has a lot of gold flakes in it. So these are really pretty. So, I mean, $1.90, that was kind of a bit of a frivolous, I mean, all my stuff is frivolous shopping, according to my wife. So, and we know she's the expert, right? So here's the more frivolousness. These are gorgeous, but just to forewarn you, and I kind of knew when I ordered these, but I ordered them anyway, and these just came, so I haven't had a chance to look up the price on them. They were super cheap, and it looks like there's about 50, I think it was like $1.50 for 50 of them. So these are heart-shaped links, but they're not closed. I don't know if I can, maybe if I find one. Let's see if I can show you. The connector that's open is at the midpoint of the heart here. So it is, let me show you. I probably can, well actually this is This is sturdy because I'm having a hard time opening it. So this is aluminum, and I do find that aluminum is hard to bend. So somebody else asked me about if the chain that I bought in the last video, if you could open it easily, and or open it, period. And it is hard to open, but I have to tell you, with some of the aluminum, the coating, the color is coated on. So you have to be careful with your tools, maybe cover them with the Tool Magic so that it's rubberized, so it doesn't scuff it up, because if it does, it's silver underneath. So let's see if we can open this one. It's hard for me with my hand, but so there you see that's where the opening is. I don't know that I would want, like if I was creating a bracelet with this, having that there, unless I could ensure that it was closed all the way. Let's see if we can close it up tight so that it wouldn't. So, I mean, actually that one side is touching the other. I don't think another chain link would go through that. If you had thread, it might. So they're beautiful. So this is like the kind of a cross between KC gold and rose gold. I find it kind of goes towards that color. They're really cute. These would hang nicely on as a charm. And you could do like a wire wrap on the one side with maybe a crystal. So I think we will definitely do some nice stuff with this. And we'll test out the fact that they're open on the top like that. And there's my favorite yellow gold that people hate. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm into the flash, so there you go. It's just so funny. When I was a kid, they would go around the class and say, "What's your favorite color?" And people would say pink and purple, and I would be like, "Green is my favorite color because it's the color of nature, and that's what makes the world go." And I was like, as you can tell, I was the teacher's pet, right? So I was never into flashy stuff. I was always kind of like into that counterculture or whatever. Like, no, I'm not into pink. Now, pink's my favorite color, and anything sparkly, I love, love, love. It's crazy. Oh, these are beautiful. So I'm glad I got them. So I will do some cool stuff with this, and we'll see how it holds up. Okay, so next we have these. These are connectors. There's 30 pieces. They're 11 by 18, and it was $2.80 for 30 pieces. And I have bought some. I think I put them aside to show you guys. Yeah, I did. So I bought some smaller ones, and people have asked me for the links, and I apologize. AliExpress is really hard to find the links, and part of it is they name things like 20 names, so that when you put something in a search engine, their item pops up. So the more names, the better for them, right? But it makes it really hard to find specific things. So these are super beautiful. I have found the links to these. So I will post the links to these, and I apologize. There's been quite a few people asking about these in other videos. That's why I'm showing them. I will post the link. It's actually all from one store, and it's called crazygirl Store. And she has these, and she has the more narrow ones, and she also has a lotus flower, a gold lotus flower connector as well. So I will post that link for you. And then there's these. These are gorgeous. Oh my gosh. So these are even bigger. Wow, these are nice. And the stones on them are really sparkly. That is really pretty. I'll have to check to see if these are, if you could buy specific colors, because I would love to do, say, a bracelet and just that, and just link them. They are really pretty. have these guys. So of course these are from the same seller. They're different colors. And oh, so this is, here's the other thing. If you're looking for chunky chain and you can't find it, or you find it's expensive, which I did find a lot, if you look in the jewelry section, so this was listed as a choker and it has the clasp and everything, but the length of chain, I would use this chain to create some links with, say, some pearls or stuff like that. So let's open this up and see what it looks like. So that's another option. So to me, that was a good price, because this chain, if you were to buy this on its own, is like, starts at $5. Stick this here so I know how much it is. I'll get rid of that. So look at the length. Oh, you can't see. You can't see the length. I'm zoomed in so far. Let's pull this out. So you still can't see it. That's how long it is. Actually, this, you know what? I may end up reordering this. This is a good length of. So there is the. I mean, it's just a basic connection. So a tiny little lobster claw with a kind of. Let's open, zoom this in again. Sorry. So it's just a basic lobster claw and some jump rings and a very cheap connector chain or extender chain. So let's open this. And so these ones, I don't know if this would be hard to open. So let's try that. And I feel like I want to use my I thought I had another tool that was covered in this, but okay. So this is that Tool Magic. So I have to redo this one. Let's see. I find I kind of don't like the Tool Magic in some sense because it gets slippery on the. So I don't know if I'll be able to do it with this tool. I'll have to try. Yeah, let me try the other. So this may be a moot point if I can't, like I'd have to use this for a necklace if I can't open this up. It seems to be opening a bit, but you can see I'm scuffing that up there. Now, it doesn't seem to be exposing any different color underneath, so you might be able to polish that a bit with a piece of steel wool. Actually, that opened. Let me see the other side. It is marred, so I would definitely, but it seems to be gold color underneath, so I would definitely use your Tool Magic to open these guys. But there you go. So they can be opened. And the idea is, you know, you take like a piece, maybe a couple of links, and then you add it to something else. Or you could turn this from a choker into a bracelet like that. So there we go. Let's take a look at the silver one. And there's the silver. And I mean, you could use this just the way it is and add a nicer clasp and add some type of charm or crystals. So this is nice. This is more like a rather than silver, it's more of like a stainless steel look, which is fine. I mean, it's still super cheap, $2 for that. There's those guys. So this is called Shop, and it's a number. So Shop 5045207. store. 1 millimeter, $3.21. So you can see how, you know, when you start to get thicker and different chain, it starts to get a little more expensive. So this is kind of in, so they call these paperclip style, and that's what these are called too. So if you're looking online, that's what they're called. So this is, so, and here's the, when I said the other one was stainless steel looking, and rather than silver, here is the, this is a puzzle. It's all tangled. Okay, so you can see the difference. So this has like a grayer tone to it, and this has a shinier white tone to it. So let's see where these they look like they're welded. So you may not be able to, you might have to cut a link on this. Let me find the end here. See if we can get one off. So you can see that looks like it's welded, but if you look down, that's clearly where the connection is. So to use these, you would probably have to clip one. So let's test this out and see if we can open it. And if not, we'll try and clip it. And you know, it's quite thick, so that could be an issue too. So, it opened. Look at that. I did hear kind of a little bit of a crack. So it's probably just gently welded. Where did it go here? Let's see if we can open this to get it off. So there, it's off. It did mar it a bit. If you can see that. Let's look on the other side. So there you go. So you might, like if you're doing this, it might, and you want to take like a certain piece, you might end up losing a link every so often if you don't want to use this. But you know what? You really can't see that from a distance. So there you go. Again, I don't stress about stuff like this. As far as I'm concerned, this is like super cheap supplies. So here's one that's like the KC Gold. Really pretty. These are gorgeous. So nice long piece. And again, I don't use the whole thing, so 1 meter of something is quite a bit for me. There you go. We'll put those aside. Then I bought these. These are Imitation Hematite, or what they call non-magnetic, and they're 6 millimeter. There was 61 for $2.61, but they are matte gold. Look at that, looks like money, and it's heavy because it's like a hematite or some type of metallic glass. I don't know, glass, I guess, and then painted. So this might wear off. We'll have to test that as well. But you could see a gorgeous bracelet like this, and I have a nice clasp, but can you imagine something like this with this guy, and maybe something like this with a little fish dangle? That would look lovely. So actually I went ahead and I ordered a bunch of these in the different sizes because they're gorgeous. And again, you could use a bunch for a bracelet like this, or just use a few for spacer beads, or highlight something maybe on each side of a, here's an example, on each side of a crystal. So this is a crystal Swarovski fish bead, so you might use one at the front and one at the back on a bracelet with some chain. Or so yeah, you can do some really nice stuff with this. It's nice. So we'll see how, you can see the sides. The holes are pretty big, but you can see the sides are not totally finished. So I'm looking at this now and wondering if maybe I jumped the gun on the ordering, because this may wear off, but we'll see. We will see. And then we got 30 pieces for $1.63 of these guys. And I got the mix for this. So there's the silver. These are pretty. They're flat, but they're really nice. And there's the antique gold. And then there's a shiny gold with a black patina. So there's the shiny gold. This is nice. There, let's put two of these. They are really pretty. Really nice. Wow. And then the silvers. Gorgeous. These are lovely. Okay, I'll keep them. I don't think I've ever returned anything to AliExpress. If I had issues, I did a dispute and I put in refund only, and I always get it. So this is amazing. I've already reordered this, and I know you guys are going to ask. I should try and put the link ahead of time. So I'm trying to get ahead of the seasons so that I have some design ideas to show you guys for the different holidays. So Halloween and Christmas, I've been already ordering stuff from China. I know it takes 2 months, so I make sure I order them ahead of time. So here is 20 pieces, $1.78 Canadian, and I am stunned at how beautiful these are. These charms that come as like a mix set, I don't usually order because I always find that there's a bunch of stuff you don't like. And it's like, well, you're not going to use those. So really you're paying the $1.78 for only a few items that you do like. But oh my God, look at these guys. They're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. This is the biggest one. Rudolph with his big nose. That's gorgeous. Really, really nice. And then there's some bells. Tons of different snowflakes. We've got 2 of those. Let me see if that's the same design. 3 of those. So if you're doing earrings, then it becomes a problem, but there are matches of some things. So there's 2 of those. There's 3 of these stockings. And like I said, I reordered this again because I just think they're amazing. Take a look at this one. These little bells, they're on both sides. They're like 3D. Gorgeous. But of course, there's 1 of these. It would have been nice to have 2. So hopefully with the new set I'm getting, there'll be a second. We can make earrings. This looks like the poop emoji. I don't know if it's a hat or if it's some type of Christmas dessert. It's probably a hat. Oh, and there's 2. In case you needed 2 poop emojis. The mittens are gorgeous. Oh my God, they're 2-sided. I'm stunned. I cannot believe I came across these. They're really pretty. The color is a very shiny. So this side has the bow on the mittens and the other side doesn't. So that's really cute. I love it. And then this stocking's gorgeous. There was only 1 of this with all the candy cane and the toys in there. And up at you. Okay, so that one's flat on that side. And then look at this. Really dainty reindeer. Let's see what's on the other side. Double-sided. Lovely. Of course, there's 1 of those, so the other set might. And you know what I'm noticing? Actually, this mitt is a bit kind of pinky orange compared to the other one, but you'd never know that from a distance. I didn't even think the camera has picked that up. So there's 2 of those. Look at this snowflake. That's crazy. You know it's crazy? Talking about this stuff. It's so hot here. And I'm talking Christmas stuff. So yeah, I will definitely put a link to this one. I'm sure people are gonna love this stuff. So there you go. There's those guys. It might be worth ordering a few sets of these to make sure that you get a... Here's the other thing. I've heard other people in the comments, not particular to this seller, but to other sellers, that if you message the seller after you place the order, you can ask them, can you put 2 sets of each, or can you put all of one thing in the package? And they will most often accommodate you. So you could try that. So then I have these. Oh, these are, I thought they were the same as the other ones, but actually they're, they have crystals on them. So let's just clip the whole thing. These are those, again, kind of caged beads. Oh, they're beautiful. They are sparkling so much. So they call them rhinestones. They were 50 pieces for $3. So it's a little bit expensive, more than I'd like to pay. But again, I would only use a few of these on a bracelet, so they would last a long time. Oh, they're gorgeous. Wow. The holes are nice and big, bigger than the others. And look at the crystals are in there nicely. I am stunned. Wow. Let's take a look at the silver ones. Oh my gosh, they're so sparkly. Wow. These are incredible. I think I may end up having to put some links in this video. Normally I don't. It takes a lot of time to search for the items. But I think I need to put these aside and make sure I put the link because they are gorgeous. Put those standing up so they don't fall all over the place. Okay, so this is, oh, who knows how that's, YCRJG official store. Yeah, I'm thinking why I put the name, because I don't know if people be interested in these links. Now these I wanted to get to, they are 10 pieces for $1.59. I wanted to use these as links for a necklace, so you go around that way and then you put dangles on the bottom. So this is the antique gold. They're pretty. Take a look at the silver ones. They are gorgeous. Yeah, that's gonna look nice. You can use them in earrings. They're quite big, but you could always dangle stuff. Yeah. So not too bad. $1.59 Canadian. Then these were $1.66 for 10 pieces. These are really pretty too. These are more for, say, bracelets. They're super thin, but they have that hammered look. They are really nice. You know, once you start adding this to chunky chain and put a few Swarovski crystals that you've done like a wire wrap, it'll look amazing. And last but not least, from this store. So we covered Christmas, now we're covering Halloween. So this was 10 pieces for $1.48 Canadian. Look at these guys, they're so hilarious. I couldn't believe it when I saw them. So the witch's hat, that's what it looks like that. And it has the top of the hat folds over and creating the loop so you can attach it there. Gorgeous. And it's got the ridge for the brim of the hat. They are beautiful. They're nice, tiny size, so you could put them as a charm on a bracelet or use them for earrings. That would be hilarious with some orange and black beads. Yeah. You could actually do some dangles here and just glue it in with a bead so that you could have some stuff. Oh, there's tons of stuff you can do with this. I know you guys out there are going to be coming up with all kinds of creative ideas for this. So that's that. And this one is from Doreen's. I order from her a lot. And I say her, I mean, that's just the name of the store. They, who knows? So Doreen Box Official Store. And again, this is just like spacer stuff. And so 50 pieces for $3.27. And these are the ones, it has the holes on either side, so you could put a bead on the inside that way. So these are really pretty. And then these are 200 pieces, 9mm for $4. And take a look at these guys. So these are those wavy discs. They're very thin, but once you stack them, they're really neat as a spacer. Something different, you know. And then this last one here, this was 50 pieces for $3.16. Oh, there's a bag inside. It's probably good that this is the last item. My hand's getting sore. I'm amazed at trying to hold things and opening bags is this hard. Oh my god, these are gorgeous. So these are really super shiny. These are a box, and I think I've ordered some similar to this, only the box, the hole is on each side, so it goes this way, but this one's on the corner. So if you strung it on a bracelet, that's how it would go, like that. They are really pretty. They're textured, so they're kind of like a wavy hammered look. Very pretty. I don't see a size. Let me get a size for you. You have an idea. And there's my trusty tool. So that's 12. So there you go. So that is the end of this haul. I have a whole bunch of stuff coming from AliExpress. Some more stuff. So stay tuned for the chaos. There we go. Take care, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye.